Hi everyone, it's Miss Sote. So on one of your other homeworks, I asked what you want me to make calculator tutorials about. And a lot of people had some really good ideas, but a lot of you were saying you wanted to learn how to restrict the domain and range on Desmos and also on your graphing calculators. Restricting the domain and range is super helpful on our Desmos activities, such as like the marble slides activities. So this is definitely something good to know. But also on your calculators, your actual graphing calculators, it's a little weird. So make sure to check out that video too, because there's a very special way you have to restrict the domain and range. But we're going to focus on Desmos here. So I'm going to start by writing any equation that I want. So I'll do like x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4. Any equation you want is fine. To restrict the domain, the x values, or the range, the y values, what you're going to do is you're going to click space, and then if you look next to your P keys, there should be some curly brackets, and you'll have to click shift and then the button to get the curly brackets. And we have to use the curly brackets for Desmos. And so all I want to do now is just write how I want to restrict my domain or range. So let's say I only want this part to the right of the y-axis. So I want only x values bigger than 0. So in my curly brackets, I'm going to click x greater than 0. And now you see it only graphed values bigger than 0. If you wanted to do values greater than or equal to 0, what you're going to do is click shift, the greater than symbol, and then go up to the top of your keypad and hit the equal symbol. And the second you hit the equal symbol, it makes this nice greater than or equal to symbol for you. So now I have all of my values greater than or equal to 0. The nice thing about Desmos is I can also restrict the range. So say I wanted only y values bigger than 2. So say I only want this little chunk of the graph and that little chunk. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Y is greater than or equal to 2. And now it just gives me the weird parts of the graph bigger than 2. If I wanted to do the same thing with y values less than 2, I could get that. The only thing that is kind of finicky about restricting your range is you have to make it y equals for your equation. So if I had it as f of x equals, now you see nothing pops up on my graph because it doesn't recognize the difference between y and f of x. And you can't really fix it by doing that. So just keep it as y equals instead of f of x equals if you want to restrict your range. So that's just a quick way to restrict the domain and range. Just make sure to use the curly brackets. Email me if you have any questions, but have a great day. Bye.